Hi Peter, Barnaby here from Heavy Hitter Sales Video, doing a free website analysis for concutwa.com.au. So what I basically look for most of all is whether a website has been designed as a piece of information or if it's been designed as a sales website. Now a sales website continually gets you leads, builds interest in your business and moves people along your sales funnel. So concutwa.com.au doesn't really have many of these sales elements that we look for. So first of all, we look for the headings. Are they big? Do they draw people's attention? And essentially, do they talk to the customer? A heading should always state a customer benefit that your business offers, as opposed to just stating a business feature. So this headline is quite practical, it's welcoming, but it doesn't really draw someone in, or it doesn't really answer their questions about your business. Now this section here does. Again, this is a business feature, not really a customer benefit. You want to be stating something that stands out to a prospect, something that makes you as a business stand out above the competition. Then normally on the home page, it's good to have a bit of information about your business, what you can give a customer that other businesses can't. State what you can do and how you stand out above the others. You don't have any of this kind of text. I think it's quite cool how it is a minimal website. But some dot points on this home page which just express some customer benefits to the person on the page would give them a much better snapshot of your business and be able to see straight away why they should choose you. Now, it says here following the links to learn more, but this is kind of asking someone to do a bit of work on your website to find the service they want. Let's say we go to wall sawing, and now this is where they get the information. But again, the text in this section is just some basic information about wall sawing. There isn't any customer benefits or reasons why the prospect looking on the page should choose Concut as opposed to someone else. All the websites have this kind of info on there. What you want to be doing is showing what makes you stand out, whether it's your service, the timeliness, the cost, the hassle-free nature of your business, etc. The benefits to the customer is what you want to focus on, not just information about your business. Also on your homepage, there is no way to capture prospect contact details. Now this is valuable for many reasons. For something like this, people aren't going to buy straight away. They're not going to pick up the phone, immediately call and put in an order. They're definitely going to look online to see what kind of a website you have, what services you can offer, whether you can help them out. And they're also going to check out the competition and see what their websites look like. And then, over a period of time and a period of education, they might learn about some of the tools, some of the techniques, and then just develop their understanding of any kind of cutting service, and then they're going to choose the provider. Imagine if you were the business that every step of the way during that decision-making period, which could be up to a couple of months, you're there every step of the way, answering their questions, giving them information that they want about concrete cutting, and just generally building up that relationship with them over that period of months. If you're the business doing that, you're going to be the one that they choose to go with. So the system to get this contact information is called an opt-in box or an opt-in form. So this is a form which is a very easy to fill in form on your homepage, so people can put in their contact details and click a button which will give them something. Once they've got that, you now have their contact information which you can use to market to over that period of months during that critical decision-making period, so that Concut is the company that they choose and not someone else. Now I mentioned you give them something in return for their contact information. There has to be an incentive for them to want to do that. Lots of websites have newsletter sign-up forms, etc. But nobody knows what they're getting in these newsletters. They're not targeted, there's no incentive, it's just a bit of a waste of space. If you offer them something immediately, something that they want, in exchange for that contact information, you're one step ahead of the competition already. Now, an example of an opt-in box is here on our website. So, as you can see, it's very easy to fill in. It takes a couple of seconds. People aren't going to get bored on the website, looking around, clicking in different places, trying to find the information that they want. It's right there. So people come to us looking to improve their website, and especially looking to get more sales through their websites. And immediately, as soon as they come to our page, we've offered them a free website analysis. So they're getting a useful piece of information for free, just like the one I'm doing for you today. And all they've had to do is put in their name and email. So from the very start, we've been the company that is offering them a solution to their problems, answering their questions, and just generally being there, giving them the information that they want straight away. But now we have their contact details. We can market to them, send them promotional specials, updates in online marketing, etc. And just keep them interested in upgrading their website and our business, so that when they do make that decision to upgrade, it's going to be with us. And there's no reason why concutwa.com.au can't have this kind of a lead capture system, which is just going to put so many more people into your sales funnel. Now, another thing we look for is the design and navigation. Nowadays, people are getting very web savvy. They like nice websites, they like being able to click around, they like good quality images. It's become quite a bit of a standard, almost like a measure of a company's seriousness. If they have a good website, people are going to look on that website and see that this company knows what they're doing. Now, the design of this website, it is a little outdated and it's very simple. Now, simple is good, but having a little bit more structure to the page, maybe some equal-sized images, some nicer fonts, some buttons. There's quite a few things that could go onto this page that would really make it stand out as an exceptional website. This banner is quite cool here with the city of Perth, but the text is all of these elements are from a style of web design that has long since passed. Now, this is fine, but if you want to keep up with the competition and if you want to get ahead of them, it's going to be critical in the near future to upgrade your website to a competitive level. And one other thing that we look for is the call to action buttons. So these are buttons dotted around your page which just do that. Call the prospect to click on them, call them to action. Now, there's multiple reasons why this is a beneficial thing for any business's website. If you have big buttons that people like clicking on, want to click on, that's the longer they spend on your page, and that's the longer the exposure to the Concut brand, longer the exposure to your business, and generally the longer they're on the page, the more they like the page, the more they like your business. So that's one thing. Another element is that well-designed call to action buttons can move people through your sales funnel. So someone can look on the home page and they're somewhat interested in Concut, but not really. You'd have a link for them to click, find out more or something like that, which they can click, takes them to another page where they're going to learn more about what you can do for them. Then they're going to become an interested prospect. Then you can have another button on that page, find out our soaring services. So you're moving them further down the sales funnel from general information to more specific information, generating their interest in your business and your services. And then finally, you might have a click here to get in contact with us for a quote or something like that. So these buttons gear people from looking at the page to becoming interested, to becoming prospects, to becoming customers. So all of these elements are just so easy to put into this page. Really straightforward design principles which will just work over time for your business. Now I'll show an example of a website that incorporates most of these elements really well. So this is grasshopper.com. Grasshopper offers call services to businesses, but what stands out about Grasshopper is their website. It's been designed to make sales, and it works so hard for them to do that, harder than any salesperson ever could, at a fraction of the cost, and it's there all the time. So the big headings, you look at it straight away, and straight away it spells a benefit to you as a prospect. The subheading expresses what Grasshopper does, but always in benefits to the customer. And have a nice high quality large image just to break the text up. They have some simple dot points to state what Grasshopper can do for a customer. So these is focusing on those customer benefits in a really easy to read format. Then Grasshopper also has some testimonials. Now these are really powerful and would go a long way on the Concut homepage. So testimonials build social proof for a business. Word of mouth is definitely the best way to sell anything, because people trust what their friends and people they meet say about businesses and products. And a testimonial is just an online extension of that word of mouth selling. It's such a valuable tool for any business's website. Now Grasshopper has personal testimonials, so that everyday people can see that other everyday people like the service. They've got the number of happy customers, so it just gives momentum and mass behind what they're doing. If that many people like it, you probably will as well. Then they also have these corporate testimonials. It sends a message that if these big, reputable corporations like and use Grasshopper, you probably will as well. So they're just reaffirming these messages that other people love Grasshopper. Now, been in the business for over 30 years, you'd have a range of customers who would be happy to provide a truthful and supportive testimonial for your business, which you could have up on the homepage, just to build that social proof, that credibility, and get those prospects into customers. Then Grasshopper's call to action buttons. So let's say you land on this homepage and you like what you see. Straight away, you're asked through this button up here to go through to payment. They're immediately prompting you to become a customer. But if you want to find out more, we can click on See How It Works, which is a big inviting button. And this will take us to another sales page. Big headline and a sub-headline, both of which spell benefits to customers. Some nice high quality images, very simple minimal text, very easy to read, more testimonials, and then another call to action button taking people through to that payment page. So all their call to action buttons move people through their sales funnel from a prospect down into a paying customer. So that's just an example of some of the things that might be possible for concutwa.com.au. Now you're free to use this information in any way that you want, and I wish you all the best in your future business ventures. Cheers.